Good morning. Good morning. It is 9:21 Eastern Standard Time, and that's not in my world. That's not too early, but it may be early in some of you all's world. And okay, it is a scam call. I wanted to talk a little bit this morning about, when did relationships stop being mutually beneficial? Like, I'm trying to understand this. And I was talking with a friend last night, and we were talking about, in the 80s, the 90s, the generation we came. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm back. It pulls away from the internet. But y'all, it was so easy that back then, okay, like 80s, 90s, we knew we weren't supposed to be having sex, outside of marriage. Like that's, been since Adam, right? You're not supposed to fornicate, right? We knew that. However, then you could be in a loving relationship. You could be in a mutually exclusive, committed relationship. You could have sex with a man. And that act did not exclude you from getting married, having the things that you wanted as a woman. Like, you didn't feel it like you feel it now. Like, women now, that's why I preach abstinence, because it's not like then, okay? It's not like then. If you have sex with a man outside of marriage, if you have sex too soon with a man, there is a strong possibility that you will not get what you want out of that relationship or out of that situation. So now it is different. And men have become innately more selfish. Women have become innately more selfish. Okay? So for every man that's talking about, getting free sex, getting a free wife, living with a woman, having kids with a woman, getting basically a free wife without the legal protection, without the paper, right? For every man that's doing that, you got women out here wanting to get flown out. Wanting to get a man's money, wanting a man to pay all their bills, and they're not married, and he got to pay to get my hair done, and he got to buy me an outfit for the date. Like, yo, both of y'all are doing it. Like, men and women are doing the same thing, because here's what we figured out. So we were up till 12:30 last night talking about this. And here's what we figured out. We're both, in essence, doing the same thing. That's what's keeping this ridiculous game going. This ridiculous game would not last if one side was saying, nope, like, nope, not doing that, or nope, not falling for that, or nope, not giving that. I have standards. If just one side did that, this game that we're in, it wouldn't continue. But I finally figured out, like, that's why this game has gotten as bad as it's gotten, because the men are playing it, the women are playing it, and I mean, all of them, the men and the women, their rules are messed up, their way of doing things are messed up. It's both of us. It's both of us. And I keep saying this, that we're not going to sit here and blame the men, and I'm not going to let the men blame the women. It's all of us. We all have to make some changes. We all have to make a decision. You know what? I'm going to have some standards, especially as the women. I'm on the side of the women in the sense of, I want women to have standards. I want women to stop doing this stuff. I want you to go back to where I was in the 80s, which was a man didn't, have sex with me if he wasn't my boyfriend. And ladies, I'm talking, we dated for a while. Like, I didn't have sex with him on the first date. That was unheard of. Like, I'm sure women were doing it. I'm sure there were women doing it. I'm not saying it didn't happen. But, you were... There's a fire truck, sorry. You were labeled a whole lot of names, You were not someone that any man wanted to, be tied to and say, yeah, that's my lady. Like, if you were sleeping with men on the first date, no, you were ostracized. And can we bring that back? Like, let me go there. Can we bring that back? Can we bring shame back? Can we bring guilt back? Since when is it cool to have casual sex? And this hookup culture, that's a joke. That's a whole joke. So yeah, you were ostracized for doing that. You didn't do that. I didn't sleep with when I was 18. I met my boyfriend that fall going into high school. I was the new girl at the high school senior year. Met him, this is a true story, did not have sex with him until prom night. So that's August to May or June. That's how long we dated. Okay? We dated, we kissed, we felt each other up. That was it. Like, that's what we did for 9 months. Okay? And then, and I was a virgin, and then we consummated our relationship. And I mean, he was my man. He told everybody, you see that girl over there? That's my girl. You know Anita? Yeah, that's my girlfriend. Like, can we get back to that? Okay? And he wasn't no virgin. He was the captain of the football team. He had slept with some girls. All colors of girls, all nationality of girls, because we went to a school where all the nationalities, all the races, all the ethnicities went there. And he had been with a lot of them. Okay? But you know what he got in Anita? He got something different. He got a woman with standards. And even at 18, like that's what was so mind-blowing. Is even at 18, y'all, I was raised by the greatest of all time. Okay, my mother, my grandmother, 2 hypergamous women. That's all I knew. Honorable women that were like, I ain't doing that with you. I don't know you like that. Like, that's who I was raised by. And then, let's add to this. I had a daddy. I had a father going, don't you let that boy in between your legs. Like, what is he doing for you? And no. Like, nah. Daddy was like, nah. You don't know him. So at 18, I had sense in my head, like, I don't know what this is. I don't know what this gonna be, and like I said, he had a kind of a little reputation. So I was like, no, I'm not joining that long list of girls. You gonna be my man. You gonna be my man all day long, and everybody gonna know it. like that's the cloth I'm cut from. And we need to get back to that. You gonna be my man. You gonna profess it. Okay? You gonna act like you got sense. Yeah. And yes, he was rewarded on prom night. Okay? And by then, y'all, he was in love. We were in love. So, we simply consummated our love. Not our lust. Not our, I'm just curious about you. What you about? No, we consummated our love. There was love making. Okay? So we need to get back to that. But this idea of, everybody is selfish. I mean, I'm just going to call it like I see it. Everybody is selfish. Everyone wants what they want. No one is considering the other person. So this is what my guy friend said. He said, it's interesting because women don't even consider what men want. Like, they don't even consider that. And when they like a guy, when they shoot their shot and that man doesn't respond the way they think he should, he's all kinds of gays. He's all kinds of, this and that. Like, she goes in to assassinate his character or whatever. And it hasn't occurred to her that, okay, you're a perfectly nice lady. You're a nice looking lady. It's just, I'm not interested. Like, that doesn't even occur to her. And I think that's really sad. Like, what? Is that happening? He's like, yeah, that's happening. That's happened to me. Where I'm all kinds of gay, all kinds of this or that, because a particular lady who was interested in me, I wasn't interested in her. And I knew her. I knew she was there. I'd seen her come and go. I knew she was there. But she, I guess, got tired of waiting on me to try to approach her. And she called herself, shooting her shot. And when I didn't reciprocate, when I didn't respond the way she liked, she came for me. And I'm like, man, that is downright sad. Like, that's sad to me, because first of all, Stop shooting your shot. Okay? So that's the first moral of this story. Stop shooting your shot. Okay? As a woman. And I'm going to say it. And I don't care who don't like it. As a woman, stop shooting your shot. Okay? However you feel about that, okay, you hold on to that. And you know what? How about this? You want to keep doing that? Let me know. Tell me in the DM how that's working for you. That's what I say to that. Tell me how that's been working out for you. You shooting your shot. You jumping into a man's DM. You letting him know that you're interested in him. Tell me how that's working for you. Okay? But no, that's the main reason why we don't. Because if the man wants you, he will send for you. He will come for you. Okay? That's the school that I come from. If the man wants me, he will make it known to me. He will come for me. And anything else is me forcing something. And remember, it's like giving out free samples. If y'all ever been to the BJ's or the Costco or the Sam's Club and they give out free samples, there's people in there coming around 2 and 3 and 4 times. It's free. Okay? That's how men are made. They love free samples. Okay? They like, yeah, okay. And I mean, I don't got to do nothing. And I can just, okay, great. Like, that's what you're saying. I'm sorry, but that's what it is. And this whole idea of they're shy. Men are shy, or men are aloof, and they don't know. Yes, they do. Yes, they do, y'all. Men built this whole world we in. Can we stop that? Everything we see in the world, men built. So clearly they know how to make something happen. You think they can't walk up to you? And here's the follow-up. So if the man can't do that, then you don't have a healthy leader. You're going to play the man in the relationship, and he's going to be the little girl. So if that's what you want, okay, go on and shoot your shot. Go on and fall in these men's DMs. Okay, but I'm not interested in any of that. I'm not interested in approaching a man who don't really want me that way. I'm not interested in approaching a man that can't lead me, that can't be the leader, can't be the masculine in the relationship. I don't want none of that. I'm not interested in a man that I would become a placeholder chick for because I'm out here giving out free samples. I'm not interested in none of that. Okay, so, no. And to all the men who have said, oh, Anita, well, you're not shooting your shot because you have a fear of rejection. Yes, that's how I'm made as a feminine woman. Yes, for sure. My self-esteem cannot handle that. Okay? And can I follow this up? Clearly, the woman who was going off on my friend and calling him all sorts of gay, see, that's what, you're right. Like, I don't disagree with that. You're exactly right. A woman's self-esteem cannot handle the rejection. I believe men are built for it. I don't believe women are built for it. That's why they go to the razor blade tongue, because they're not built for that. So, yeah. Okay. So stop that. But we have got to get back to relationships are mutually beneficial. I'm just waving. I feel like it's so rude to not acknowledge people. So that's what I'm doing now. I'm going back and waving at everybody. Hello. Okay. Relationships are mutually beneficial. It ain't just about you. It ain't just about you getting what you want. You gotta, so I always tell ladies, assess for that first, right? Because you're in here. So when I engage with a man, the first thing I assess is, can this man meet my needs? Right? Can this man meet my needs? And when I say, there's a strong possibility he can. Okay, next up, can I meet his needs? Am I what he needs? Can I provide what he's looking for? That's right behind you assessing for your needs. Okay? But see, y'all skip that part. You're like, ooh, he got some money. Ooh, he could buy this. Ooh, he could take me here. And then the end. Okay, what about what he want? Like, what about what he need? Like, he in the relationship too, right? Like, modern day women, y'all are treating men like Birkin bags. Like, it's an accessory. It's the thing to have on your arm. Oh, I got somebody to go to these little events with, and go to the dinner en blanc, and go to the Kappa or the AKA or the Delta, a ball and the dinner, and oh yeah, honey. Like, what? Y'all doing that? No, I need something real. Like, I need something real. I need real love, real support. My man is not my accessory. He is the support. He is the four legs on the table. He's holding the table up. Okay? That's what my man is. He's not something, to look good on my arm. And it's so crazy because that's what men do. That's what men do. And women are doing that. Women are treating men like accessories, and that is historically what men do. That's how I know women have, in fact, become more masculine. You're choosing a man based on his looks. You're choosing a man based on his body. You're choosing a man, based on masculine things. And this whole idea of, oh, and I don't need a man's money. I have my own money. What? No, boo-boo, you're never gonna hear me say out of my mouth, I don't need a man's money. That's you done bumped your head. You done bumped your head if you think I'm gonna ever say out of my mouth, I don't need a man. I will never say that. I can make Rihanna's money, and I need your money, okay? All day. Because I am the girl. Being with that man has nothing to do with my money. That money, it doesn't factor in at all. At all. And that's why, ladies, I tell y'all, stop telling men what you do. Stop telling men, how much you got, what you got. Stop that. That don't have nothing to do with nothing. Okay? What it has everything to do with is, you know what? I love the energy we have. I love the fact that when I leave you, I feel good. I feel, lighter. I feel seen. I feel heard. I love that, we've spent this time together and I've laughed and I've just really enjoyed the energy of us. I love how you listen. I love how supportive you are. I love that you're there. I love the acts of service. I love the quality time we spend together. I love, the words of affirmation, the physical touch, whatever your love language is. I love the little thoughtful gifts. Okay. But this idea of you want a man like you want a Birkin, that it's just an accessory. It's just the thing to have. And if he can, do all this stuff for you, you don't want anything real. And you know what? You don't deserve anything real. If that's what you're out here doing, if you're out here selfish, if it's all about you and what you can get out of it, to me, you're no different than the men. Because they're on that same game too. But that's what got us here. That's what got us here. The men are playing that game. The women are playing that game. And guess what? All the real people, and people on this live, y'all are probably the real people. If you haven't dropped off, you're a part of the real people. The real people, we're suffering the repercussions of all these people's actions. Like the selfish people, the people it's all about them, the people that don't want anything real, the people that you hear the loudest on the internet and the social media, they created this. And unfortunately, we are suffering through it. So we got to get more messages, healthy messages out there. And I'm doing my part on the feminine side of the fence. And ladies, it's not just about you. Like, I'm trying to grow you up, okay? I'm trying to give you some meat and some potatoes, not dessert. I'm not trying to make you feel good all the time. I'm trying to help you to grow up, to mature, because that's what genuine love requires. Like, I don't know what people are telling you out here. Genuine love requires that you grow up, that you get mature, that you understand that genuine love is sacrifice. Genuine love is considering another person. It's not just about you. Selflessness. That's what genuine, real love requires. But if you're out here just, I just want to get what I get, and I just want somebody to pay my bills, and I just want this, and I just want that, or, I don't need a man's money. I just need him to show up and romance me and look good, and we look good at the ball and all that. Like, that's not genuine, real love. You're after something else. And okay, good luck. Like, good luck. Men are judging women with what they make, unfortunately, feminine men. Precisely. We are in a role reversal. So women have become more like men, more visual, more, it's based on how he looks. It's based, and men have become like women. How much does she make? Is she a boss chick? Like, what? Men don't even want the responsibility of being a provider for the home. Like, that is mind altering. I'm still trying to wrap my head around talking to some men that are like, yeah, she got to work. Yeah, she got to bring hers to the table. Yeah, I'm like, oh my God. Like, I was like, oh my God. And y'all, the only reason why I'm sane is because I have been loved. I have been deeply loved. I have been married. I have experienced having a family. Like, I've been deeply loved by men. I have been deeply cherished by men. Men have devoted themselves to me. That's the only thing keeping me sane. The reason why the young women are losing their whole entire mind is because they never experienced it. And they're feeling hopeless. And I get it. I totally get it. Because, if I had not experienced real love, I would be losing my entire mind. I'd be losing all of my mind. So my heart goes out to you all. It really does. If you're 40 and under, oh my gosh, I pray for y'all every night. I want you to believe that. I pray for y'all every night. I say, Lord, we have to have a change. Something has to change. Like, this thing is going down fast. Nobody getting married, nobody having children, women out here, great women that want to partner with a man, want to be with a healthy leader. And they can't find that. They can find a partner because men are like, yeah, 50-50, how about that? What are you bringing to the table? Men will, okay, they'll sign up for that. But leadership is dead. It's like, I don't want no full-on responsibility of all this. I don't want no full-on responsibility of you and the kids and all that. No, we can go 50-50. Oh my gosh. I kid y'all not. I kid you not. Like, this thing. How do you respond when a man is asking you what you do for work? How does that make you feel when they ask and when they dig for more info? So I always tell people, well, I help people with their problems. I help people with their problems. I'm in mental health. That's it. I don't go into the details of I own my business, my practice. I don't go into that. I say, I help people with their problems. I'm in mental health. And if they keep digging, I'm like, well, I work with people in a counseling, position. And that's it. That's it. I don't answer any other questions. I'm like, what does that have to do with getting to know each other? Like, what does it have to do with us on this date? I kind of confront that question if they try to push even further, because it doesn't. It doesn't have anything to do with anything. Like, you're trying to get to know me as a woman. So, nope. But because I'm a therapist, I do tend to not tell people that, especially men, because they feel judged. They feel like I'm diagnosing them. It's a weird thing. So I don't. I'm going to be honest. I don't tell them because for many reasons. But yeah, no. Nope. And I don't feel any kind of way about it. I'm not going to share it. I'm like, yeah, I help people with their problems and I'm in mental health. That's it. I've never experienced being truly loved by a man and I'm 46. Oh my God. That just breaks my heart. It breaks my heart. It breaks my heart. Like, I have loved a man and a man has loved me. And this is from high school till today. We have done things like come to the park at night when the park is closed and you're not supposed to be in it. And we've sat on the hood of his car and talked and we've leaned back and we've looked at the moon. Like, man, you haven't lived until you've done that with a man who loves you and who you love. Right? We've gone on trips together. We've laid on the beach and listened to the waves. We've gone out to the beach and watched the sun rise. We've been out on the beach and watched the sunset. Like, you have not lived until you've done that. And that breaks my heart. That's the hardest part about the work that I do, is hearing from women who are hopeless, who have never truly been loved, truly been devoted to by a man. Like the man is devoted to them and cherishes them. That breaks my heart. And so that's the hardest part of what I do, you all. It really, really is the stories I hear, and just, man, I'm like, ooh, that's the only thing keeping me sane, is knowing that there have been 3 men in this world who dropped down on their knee and proposed, gave me a ring. I married one of those men who have driven 6-8 hours to see me. And we spent the day together, and they drove 6-8 hours back. You know, men who have, I was taken off to go to pick up my kids, and my boyfriend and I had a fight because we were supposed to drive down together. And I was like, fine, I'll just drive by myself. And I take off driving, you know, down to North Carolina. He gets in the car, drives after me, finds me on the highway. Like, this is a crazy story, but I don't know how he did it, but he found me on the highway, pulled beside me and said, pull over. So I get off the nearest exit, and he's like, I'm not letting you drive down here by yourself. It's 4.5 hours. Like, I'm going with you. And he left his car at the Wawa. I'll never forget that. And we drove down, and this is in the middle of a fight. Like, we're having a fight. We're disagreeing about something. He's like, nope, there's no way I'm letting you drive down here by yourself. That is love. That is devotion. That is a man who loves and is devoted to a woman. And it breaks my heart that women have never experienced that. Like, that just... Okay, she says, definitely looking forward to having devotion from a man. Yeah, I hope you do have it. I hope you do. I pray for it every night. I pray for the healing of our world. I do, because we're a lot of us are broken. And like I said, the broken people, they're the people that are kind of running things. The people, the broken men, the broken women, they're running everything. Those of us who are doing our work, those of us who are healed, like, we're just suffering the fallout of the broken people. Like, that's what's happening right now. I'm just keeping it 100. And I tell the people who are doing their work or who are healed, you're going to have to be patient. This is a time where you're going to have to be really, really patient, because you can continue to try to, if you know broken women, you know, try to talk with them, try to counsel them. If you know broken men, try to talk to them, try to counsel them. I know both. And I try to talk to them, counsel them. Look, we got to do something different, because this isn't helping us. This isn't helping the world at large. We have to do something different. But I'm also very patient. I'm very, very patient. I understand that it could take time for this thing to turn around. But yeah, it's something out here. It is really, really something. All right. Keely says, my parents are still together, but never taught me any of this stuff. I ended up being a placeholder for a man I was in love with and supported him for 7 years through college and university. Oh, gosh. He was cheating all the way through, too. I didn't know until the end. But you know what? My heart goes out to you. But you are learning now. And you're going to use everything that you're learning now. Like that. Here's the best thing about that happening to you. If you listen and you learn and you apply, it will never happen again. That's the best thing about that happening to you. It'll never happen again, because you're smarter. You're better. You're learning what you need to know, and you're applying that knowledge. That's what you can be assured of. That will never, ever happen again. Good morning. Thoughts on a man who tells you what he wants you to hear? That's called so what? I've always told women, you know, women fall in love with their ears, right? Most feminine women, that's how they fall in love, based on what a man tells them. And so this is where your masculine energy inside of you can actually help you, right? Your masculine energy, the boy energy inside of you should say, okay, that sounds good. That sounds cute. That sounds sweet. Let's see what he does. That's what my boy tells me. So when a man is just talking, telling me what, my boy energy says, let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Okay, that sounds interesting. Huh. All right. That was a nice compliment. Oh, that sounds good. Let's see what happens. like every single time. So I never get swept away through my ears because my boy energy inside of me says, yeah, let's see what happens. Let's see what he does. See, it's a gentle reminder that that's called so what? Like, so what? So that's where your boy energy can actually help you. It's going to remind you that doesn't mean anything. Like, okay, let's see what he does. Okay. Yeah. So just see what he does. That's it. Don't let it completely come in. All right. I hear it, but I don't really like deeply let it settle in. Right. And one of my pet peeves, I can share this with you all. I will meet a man, and my pet peeve is when he talks about the future, like, oh, and I would love to take you here, and I would love to do this, and oh, I have a wedding coming up in the fall. I would love for you to go with me. Like, that's my pet peeve. It really is. I hate when men do that. I just don't like it. I don't like it. I don't say anything about it, but I know not to let it in now. I just don't let it in. I don't think anything of it, but it is a pet peeve of mine when men start talking future and we just met each other. I'm like, dude, you don't know me. Don't invite me to your friend's wedding. I mean, we've only talked for 2 weeks. Like, it just irritates me to no end. But I've learned not to let it in anymore. I just don't. It doesn't mean anything. And the boy in me reminds me of that. Oh, don't listen to that. That doesn't mean anything. You know, just it helps to keep me on track. All right, y'all, I'm getting ready to run in here. These are helpful tips, Anita. Thank you. The man I met has a son with special needs and is overwhelmed with him right now. He's the primary parent. We quit dating and are still friends. Do I stay friends and see what happens? As long as you're dating other men, sure. Sure. I say stay friends with them. But date other men. Date other men all day long. All day long. Do not let your, little heart and your mind and your life be put on hold. No, date other men. Date other men. Talk on the phone with other men. Text other men. Sure, I would maintain a friendship with them. I sure would. Why not? But he's not the only person I'm talking to, like I said. And men know that. Even my exes, when they do the whole, oh, we should remain friends. And I don't remain friends with exes unless it wasn't anything he did. I wasn't hurt in the breakup. It was a mutual thing. I will remain friends, but of course, I'm going to date other people. I'm going to go about my business. You're going to know about it. You're going to see about it. Yeah. Okay. She says, why? Just curious. I'm not sure what that question is about. Thank you. But yes, I am headed in to the office because I have an appointment at 10 o'clock and it's 9:53. I'm right outside of my office. But ladies, don't be a part of the problem. And a part of the problem on the feminine side of the fence is being selfish, solely focusing on what you're getting out of the situation. Like, yes, you're going to assess for, does this work for you first? But right behind that, as soon as you're done, so what does he want? What does he need? Can I provide X, Y, and Z for him? Yeah, that's a part of the equation, okay? And you're selfish if you're not doing that. So don't be a part of the problem. Be a part of the solution. Talk to other people like you're the solution. Like, hey, that sounds really selfish. That sounds like it's all about you. Like, start putting that out into the world. Put that out into the world. That I'm in that middle ground, which is I'm doing my work, I'm getting healed, I'm getting whole, and I understand that relationships are reciprocal. Men want something, women want something. You put two people like that together and they both assess, can this person meet my needs? Can I meet their needs? Magic happens. We have a measure of compatibility. We have a measure of chemistry. We have good communication. We know how to resolve conflict. We have a connection like that. That's when magic happens. But if you have a selfish person and no, they're just blowing up everything and blowing up the social media and blowing up the internet. And everybody is sitting around watching it. And we're like, oh my God, this is how everybody is. No, they're not. No, they're not. Everyone is not like that. But you're going to have to be patient now more than ever. So have a beautiful day, ladies. Thank you so much for joining me on this early live. Check out the YouTube channel. There's lots of free content over there. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel. I appreciate you all so much. I will be uploading new videos this weekend. I got like 20 videos that I need to upload. So head over to YouTube, check it out. Oh, there's lots of free information over there. There's a free course over there. I think there's 2 free courses over there. And check out the YouTube channel. I'm trying to grow my YouTube channel. All right. Thank you so much. And as always, stay open to love.